What's up, everybody? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Also, I'm expecting a phone call in about 10 minutes that I'm going to have to take. I apologize. Um, Jack's got it. Buy high, sell higher. Let me go ahead and delete stuff because this was last week and it didn't play out. I don't think. I didn't really look at it. More importantly, sorry for not going live yesterday. I just didn't have time because Shorty went live and it kind of interfered with when I was trying to go live. And anyway, just didn't work out. So. Anyway, I hope everybody had a good day today. I took one trade, made money. I also bought, well, let's move this out of the way because I know we have to redo our previous week levels. What was I going to say? Oh, I bought, and I just realized I am doing the right day. Never mind. Bought shares of, but is it FIS? I can't remember. Yeah, FIS. I called it out. It's up slightly. I mean, nothing worth even talking about, but it is up. So yeah, that's all that I really did today. One trade on futures, and bought some shares. I think I bought 50 shares. I don't remember. Now I want to know because, oh, that's right. Is the market even open tomorrow? Like, should I even be going live right now? Shoot, tomorrow's Veterans Day. So banks are closed, which means we definitely won't be getting settled funds if you're on a margin or if you're on a cash account. Yeah, I bought 20 shares of FIS. I felt like I bought 50, but okay. Shorty knows tons of CEOs and C-level executives and market makers and you name it. Shorty is a C-level executive. Y'all funny. Yeah, for sure, right? If I had his connections, I would be doing bad things. I know there's a, I don't know if I should say this live on YouTube, but whatever, I'll say it. I know there's a, because I don't have access, so there's a, what's it called? There's a website on the dark web for people that have like insider information. And the only way you can join is by providing insider information. So like you would have to say, you know, whatever, like AMD's next earnings, you know, they're gonna beat by this amount, blah 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 blah. This will be their financials. Like you have to give like actual data. Like it can't just be, oh, they're gonna beat or they're gonna miss. Like it has to be like actual numbers that come true. And if you're able to do that, it proves that you have the insider information, and then you can join. So there's like, and again, I've never been there because I don't have access. I don't know any of that information. But I'm assuming, oops, sorry, I'm typing and trying to talk at the same time. I'm trying to figure out if the stock market's open tomorrow. Okay, yeah, we are open. Okay. So anyway, assuming you need to provide that information to join, yeah, fucking AMD, man. It doesn't matter if they beat, they always lose. I mean, the stock always goes down. I think they have like the worst track record ever for earnings calls. Like this, they double beat, right? And then they dumped. Like, what the fuck is this? And then if you look back, like in the past, here, double beat, and they sold off. Double beat, and where are we? They're basically flat. Like, they did run a few days after, but they were basically flat. Double beat, and they were basically flat, kind of sold off the next 2 days. Miss and beat, and of course they sold off. Beat, sold off. Like, it's ridiculous. Beat, sold off. They have like the worst fucking track record. Like, basically anytime AMD has earnings, just get puts. It doesn't matter if they beat or miss, you're gonna make money. But so anyway, what I was getting at is, if you could get into that place, it would be insane. Like, you could just never miss, unless you're like, somebody posts that there's going to be a double beat on AMD and you buy calls, and then the stock price tanks. But anyway, that's got to be insane. If you have to give actual numbers to join, and then that means other people are giving actual numbers, like, you have crazy access to information. Anyway, that's why I don't have C-level access, because I would 100% be in there. Like, don't get it twisted. I would 100% be in there. I'd be the next Nancy Pelosi. All right. Where's our weekly levels? Let's go back to daily here. Oh, and Jack said banks are closed. It's going to be a chop fest tomorrow. I don't know, man. I feel like news is coming, and they're going to just... I mean, we're still on government shutdown, right? But they're saying they're close to sorting things out. What am I doing? All right, and we have a spike. It's not a pretty spike, but we don't have a spike. Looks like equal highs. I mean, they did make a new higher high, but like barely. I don't know. I don't know that Shorty would consider that a spike. I mean, I guess it is. We made a new higher high. Spike is just slightly above this, but I'm going to combine them because you won't be able to read it otherwise. All right. Let's take a look at Fear and Greed. And I guess the I feel like we're going to be in fear, yeah. And then take a look at our market calendar, even though I don't know that it matters. Government shutdown's weird. Yeah, nothing going on tomorrow. Nothing even overseas. I should say, and I don't know why I didn't say this earlier when I talked about Veterans Day, but happy Veterans Day, everybody. I have nothing but the deepest and greatest appreciation for everybody that served. And I feel like I should say this, even though I might be only informing maybe one or two people, but I feel like it's important. On Memorial Day, never walk up to a veteran and wish them a happy Memorial Day. There's no such thing as a happy Memorial Day. Hopefully most of you know, but Memorial Day is to remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice and that were lost while serving for our country. And Veterans Day is when we're grateful for, or I mean, you should always be grateful for our veterans, but Veterans Day is the day that we are grateful for our veterans and what they've done for our country and our freedoms. All right. I don't know that it's important to say this, but I am not a fan of war. Or, I would rather we didn't need militaries, but since we do, I'm very grateful for the people that serve and grant us the freedoms that we have and keep our lands free and protected. So we have... we dipped below or back into the area that we were consolidating before we broke out. We were hoping for just a retest and then go all the way to 695. We dipped back inside. We have since broken back out, and now I hope they go and hit 695. That would be ideal. Oh. Sorry, I gotta answer. I guess he didn't call me, he texted me. But let me just answer him really quick. Alright, that's good news. Basically, oh shoot, what did I just do? I switched to ES. Thank you. That was weird. So basically, kind of a long story short, not about stocks. I apologize for anybody that's here just for stocks. But I was supposed to work Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. And actually, let me shout these guys out because I have nothing but love for them. You might not be a punk fan, but if you are, go and check these guys out. The Briggs. They're like a local LA band that's like famous enough and just super like down to earth. Like, you guys know me and my son are like really into punk. The lead singer, Joey, he actually like has an ongoing conversation with my son on TikTok. Super down to earth guy. He was actually going to give our family backstage passes. So there was a concert that was supposed to happen yesterday. And it was the Rock the Arts Festival, and it was going to be like an art gallery / music festival. There was a bunch of bands that were supposed to play. And then there was also going to be a bunch of pro skaters doing like an exhibition, skating expedition. And we were excited because You know, like it would be cool to be able to go backstage and kind of, you know, like meet all the celebrities, whatever, shake hands, maybe get some signatures, whatever. And I guess the promoter like screwed up and dropped the ball on something, and so they canceled the whole thing. But because of the concert, I managed to switch my days of work from not working Sunday to working tonight. And the call that I was waiting for, I asked them to cancel me, you know, because I don't normally work Mondays because I trade. And so that's what that was. I got canceled. And why that's good for us is now I want to go through, I think, actually, it might not be the best time. I don't know. I'll look at it. I want to go through a stock scan really quick and see if I see any option setups. I didn't have time to do it earlier, but now that I don't have to go to work tonight, maybe I can just do it live with you guys. It's a little bit boring and time consuming, though. Oh, and I was going to also say, if you are into punk and you do check these guys out, I mean, for one, let me know what you think. I absolutely love them. Listen to This Is LA. Like, this song is absolutely awesome. I really want it on vinyl. But the only copy I can find of this, I don't know why I'm going off on this major tangent, but like, I should probably just fucking buy it. um, sorry, I'm like signing in over here. What? I don't know what I'm doing. So, I guess like I don't have an issue. Well, I have an issue, meaning that I have an issue with buying things that are expensive. So like this, if you're into punk, you know NoFX, you know Cokie the Clown. Cokie the Clown is like Fat Mike's alter ego, and he does some crazy songs, like about I don't even know, like you would have to listen to the song. It's hilarious, but basically, like Cokie the Clown is obviously like a drugged out clown, and he talks about playing with 8 balls at one time and like having a special blend of X Coke and K, and just all like so like he has a flower. You can see it here. That flower, it squirts powder, and he like during the music video, he's going around and squirting this powder in people's face, and he's saying that it's a blend of X Coke and K, so X ecstasy, cocaine, and ketamine. Anyway, just freaking hilarious song. But so this is limited to 500 copies. And so, yeah, I paid with tax, shipping, whatever, like $140 for it. But like if you go to, what is it? Come All You Madmen. This was released in 2008, and I know there's a copy of vinyl, and also I just love vinyl. Oh, this isn't bad, actually. But yeah, it's like, oh, $30 shipping, or actually €30 shipping. That's crazy. Yeah, so I was looking at this one and thinking about buying it. Or no, this one here. No. Yeah, this one. It's still factory sealed, but I don't know. I mean, I'll probably just buy it. They're such a cool band, and but anyway, if you're checking them out, if you are into punk, and sorry, we'll get back into the charts in just a minute here. Check out this as well. Oops. Vintage War. This is the same singer. And it's really good. Anyway, I gotta shout them out because they're such cool. Or at least the lead singer is like so cool and laid back. Question about futures I just saw. Hey, what's up, Anatole? This is going to be a little bit funky. Let me look at the question on futures. Trying to get into futures, how do I figure out my levels and chart them? I mean, like, that has got to be the most loaded question in the history of loaded questions. I chart volume profile. I mean, I can quickly go over it. But yeah, that's a lot. Extended trading hours for futures. 30-minute chart. You're probably going to have to rewatch this and pause or whatever, but session volume profile, volume area, value area, volume 68, row size 100, under style, check value area high, value area low, POC. And then from there, that gives you your daily levels. From there, you're going to switch to a 65-minute chart. You're going to use the indicator PVP. Everything is going to be the same as the last one, 68, 100, check value area high, value area low, POC. Under inputs, change the period to 1 week. And on 65-minute, that gives you your previous week's levels. And then after you do that, switch that to 1 month. Go to a 4-hour chart. And this would give you your previous month's levels. Well, this is November right now, but if we look back, here's October's levels. Right? High, low, POC. And then from there, the last one is you go to a daily chart. You switch this to 12 months. And this gives you your yearly levels. So here's developing 2025 levels. This is 2024, which I don't have charted right now just because we're so far out of the range. But I should have it on my chart, and I don't. And on all of those, basically, like, short and sweet is you're really looking for, and I know where I can show a really good example, is like last night in the overnight session, we broke above the October value area high. You want it to be a clean break where, like, not where we're wicking up and then coming back below. So here we finally get a clean break. Once you get that clean break, you want at least 3 5-minute candles above this level. So we get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically, this would be your retest. You would enter long from there. Or this is your retest where you actually tapped it. You would enter long there. They ran up basically equal highs. This is a poor high, so anytime you have a poor high, we should break above that and go higher. But from the equal high, they rejected and came back and retested the entry point again, and then they finally did go up and break above this level. This would probably be where I'm exiting the trade. Well, looking at this is not a very big range. But I normally go from level to level, but I'm also not going to be trying to get like 7 points or whatever. So I would have to figure out a point higher by looking left over here to figure out like where to exit the trade. But that's what you're looking for. Of course, it doesn't always work. So this, it did work, but we chopped a lot, before they finally ran. But you shouldn't have got stopped out on the trade, even if you stayed in for this here. And so that's what I do. You can also look for like test, retest, enter short here, play it down to here. When we broke above here, we never got a retest of this. That would have been an entry there, so on and so forth. So that's what I do. But I don't only play off of I also do not only play off of value areas. One of my favorite trading strategies is going to be cluster charts, which we're about to get into right now. And I have a 24-hour live stream of cluster charts for people that don't have access to cluster charts. And there's a video there that explains how to trade it. But if you go to my channel, might be weird. Well, yeah, the live right now is this one. But there's... says upcoming. This should be live. Well, son of a bitch. I need to go fix this. Give me one or actually I can fix it from here. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Okay, I can't fix it from here because TeamViewer, for whatever reason, is not working. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry. All right, sorry everybody. So I need to give some key people like my information, my phone number, so that when that stream is screwing up, they can just tell me. Now, why does it still say upcoming? I'm so confused. Well, I'm going to have to mess with this later. I don't know why it's not live. Maybe I need to restart that computer. I'm sorry. Let me fix this really quick because it's going to bug the hell out of me. I'll be right back. Give me just a second. Sorry.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough.
All right, did we fix it?
Feeling a vibe?
Okay, cool. I'm so sorry about that, everybody, but it was going to drive me nuts. Anyway, this is my favorite way to trade futures. And there's a video right here that's pinned. Oops. 25-minute video that will explain how to trade off of cluster charts. It works really well. Like I could see right here, this was an entry right here. I don't know what time that is. Yeah, this is the after hours session. So like right here, large volume cluster, come back. We want like a full body candle above. We didn't get one there. We got it here. This is our retest, and that's where you would enter long. So anyway, let's look at this from our perspective here. Nice, Corey. How is it? I haven't been making enough jerky lately. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place tonight, guys. So we're going to look at our cluster charts here, figure out if there's any high volume nodes that we're interested in for tomorrow. Yes, this for sure. So this is the one that I was talking about. I'm not interested in this for tomorrow, but for right now, well, it's done. But this was, you got your full 30-minute candle above. This is your retest. This is your entry. And then you play it up. Looks like 17 points roughly so far. Or sorry, 12 points. I apologize. So not bad. All right, so here, 40 to 42. And so basically, anyway, I live stream this for people that don't have access to it. I mean, you can get access, but it costs money. So I have what's supposed to be a 24-hour live stream when I'm not being a noob. But apparently today I screwed that up. Oops. Okay. All right. If they give this to us in the overnight session, 100% I'm interested in getting in long. And I would probably just play it up to the previous week value area high. As of right now, seem to be accepting value above the previous week value area high. So we might not get this, but we might. Who knows? We'll have to see. For me, mostly like interested in longs, or in calls, I should say. Coming down to here, grab calls. I don't think they're going to give this to us, but just in case. Coming down to here, watch for calls. Breaking above, retesting, watch for calls. And then lastly, if we break inside, retest the spike base. grab puts. All right. I'm pretty sure we're going to just grind up is what I think is going to happen tomorrow. With the Veterans Day, we probably don't get any big moves tomorrow with banks being closed. But so don't try to force any trades. If you have questions, now would be the time. I'm going to post a screenshot in Keenan's. And then we can look at I think I'm going to be wasting my time, but we can look over a quick stock scan and see if anything pops out at us. Hopefully I don't start lagging like crazy here. So far this is playing out fairly decently. We talked about Tesla last week on, what day was this? November 3rd, which I have no idea what day that was. Monday. So we talked about this Monday night. That they were going to sell off from here. And we had said good spot to buy would be right here. They actually bounced, went a little bit lower, and now we're back above. We should run back up to here from there. So we should be seeing like 45 to 75, possibly 65. But 45 to 65, possibly 75. All right. Apple, nothing so far that I'm interested in. ABBV, nothing. I do this pretty quickly. So, or at least my initial look at a stock is pretty quick. You guys are probably going to be like, what the fuck are we looking at? But if we see something worth looking at, then I'll start explaining what everything is. But otherwise, I'm just going to run through this because I really kind of want to get through this and go spend time with my family. Amazon's about to dump. It's not in a good place to be a trader, but, or meaning like puts or, you know, whatever. It's not something I'm willing to trade. I'll explain why. So a lot of people won't know what any of this is, and that's fine. These are clouds, and they basically just work as really good support and resistance. Like if I clean this up really quick, this is our daily, right? if I just show the daily, you'll be able to see a little bit of a cleaner version, I guess, where we're not looking at so much information. But so you can see like kind of when we come to the top, they go back to the bottom, top to the mid, top to the mid, top to the mid, eventually back down to the bottom, bottom to the mid, back to the bottom, bottom, mid, and then back up to the top, right? Occasionally, basically there's like a few setups that we look for here, which is tap, retest, go. Or break above a level, retest, and go. And so this would apply to either cloud. So like, if I get a tap here and then a retest, or this is, I guess, the original retest, then I would be looking to get puts. If I get a tap here and a retest, I'm looking for calls. If we break below and get a retest, I'm looking for puts. If we break above and I get a retest, we're looking for calls. Hopefully that makes sense. And so just looking at the daily, you can see this is pretty accurate. And I guess the part I haven't talked about is sometimes these clouds are a darker color. That means the cloud is closed. That gives you like extra confluence for getting into trades. And a closed cloud just means that price can't go through it. And I'm trying to find an example here. So like here the cloud is closed. We broke back below. This would be your entry for puts. They sold off to the midpoint and a little bit lower. Came back and retested the closed cloud, sold off. Came back, retested the closed cloud, sold off. And then eventually made it back to the far side. So that's what I like to look for. And then you'll notice, like, a lot of times when we're inside the clouds, like, price will kind of chop sideways. It's an area where you'll see, like, accumulation or distribution. And so I'm generally looking for, you know, like that clean tap and go or whatever. Inside the cloud, you can see just a lot of consolidation, a lot of choppiness. Not a good spot to take trades. And so with that said, if I turn on all of my clouds except for the 4 hour, that one's a lot of noise. That's good for day trading. You can see right now, bro, what's going on? Okay, there we go. So right now we're inside of like the monthly top, the weekly top, and we're above the quarterly top. All of which I'm fine with. It's just from here, like the area to get in short or get in puts was up here. And we're now like 3 points below that. So I'm not really interested in taking this because there's a good chance they're going to bounce off of 46. And it's just a couple of points to the downside. And that's not worth it to me. Ideally, based on Elliott waves, they should come back below this level here. So they should dip into the quarterly top before they run higher. But pretty good chance that short term we bounce here before we go down into here. So when I'm looking for trades, I like to see more clean, like bouncing here, and then I'm grabbing calls and there's just empty space between here and here. That's what I look for. So don't see that on Amazon. So that's a quick explanation of what we're looking at here. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see like Amazon have at least a little bit of a sell-off tomorrow or possibly on Wednesday. I should add, just in case anybody's wondering, I don't talk about this very much, but this you can get access to these if you want, these indicators that I'm using. And I'm not doing this as a promotion, but for people that are watching, you might be super interested in this. This is literally how I find all of my setups for option trades, exactly what I'm doing right now in front of you guys. These clouds cost Shorty like over $100,000 to develop, and he throws in the full send indicator for free. And basically, right now, if you're interested, again, this is not promotion. I really could give a shit. The only reason I'm saying this is, if people are like, "Oh, I'd like to have access to this," then this is for you. If you don't, it's cool. I go over this stuff for you and post what I find. But Shorty has a lifetime deal right now where you get access to both indicators, and get lifetime access to his Discord, and it's $1,200. So just in case anybody is interested, I'll throw it out there. You can DM me. If not, cool. No worries. Don't really care. For my longtime followers here, you guys know I don't talk about stuff like that very often. This is not a page where we're trying to promote Discords or whatever else. Like, if anybody's interested in joining, you're welcome, but that's not what this is about. We try to get information out for free and teach and help people find good trade setups, and that's it. If you want to dive deeper, the Discord's there. Oh, wait, let me go back to Lulu. Sorry. This might be worth entertaining. Yeah, no. The what is this? Weekly bottoms closed. You could get a few points here, but not much. So, not what I'm looking for. Dude, my dog. I talked about this last week. I have this bench in front of my window, and I always have stuff sitting there. And my dog likes to look out the window and bark at everybody that walks by. And right now I have my camera sitting here, and he's trying to knock it off the bench. Speaking of, while I'm over here, if anybody knows how to use this shit, like, can you tell me? It's an older camera. EOS Mark II. But, yeah. I need to learn how to use this. I have no freaking idea. Okay. Back to the list here. We're almost done. And I'm kind of not surprised that I'm not seeing anything. I kind of thought that would be the case. Wow, what is that? We actually might have a decent setup here on Microsoft. So they actually need to go a little bit higher. They're probably going to tap this 507, 507.85, we'll say, and then sell off to 502.90, or we'll just say 503. Not what I'm looking for, though. Netflix is kind of not even worth looking at right now because they have the 10 for 1 stock split. What is it happening tomorrow, I believe? Or no, like today is the last day, I think, to own shares. That can't be right. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. November 17th. Or I'm sorry. It'll be completed on the market close of November 14th. So for every share you own, you'll have 10. It looks like Qs need to come a little bit higher, and then they're going to sell off. Probably 31-ish, and then come back down. They actually need to come back down to 598, I think, to complete the Elliott wave. But it's not quite ready yet. Yeah. If that plays out, it's going to be pretty wild. What's insane is Shorty times that shit's so good. You know, he doesn't sell his shares, but he'll have, like, let's just say he had shares of Shop, right? And it's giving us full sound downs on a bunch of time frames. From looking at the other chart, it's not ready right now, but he'll sell covered calls on his shares versus closing his shares and make money, you know, as it's selling off, and then he'll close those and still have his shares. He does that crap all the time. Also, I should let you guys, I can't see chat right now. Just a heads up. I have way too much stuff going on my computer. TQQQ basically is pointing down as well. TSM, I want shares of this company so bad. I just don't want them at $300 a share. Come back down into like 350 to 325. I'll start buying. I wanted them even lower. I wanted them at like 180, but I don't think I'm going to get that anymore at this point. A little bit disappointed. Trade Desk, I just bought shares not too long ago. Yeah. I think I own like a 25% stake in Jack at this point. Well, they still need to complete this. Okay. All right. I didn't see anything that I like. Somebody said QS. I don't even know what that is. QuantumScape. Yeah, that won't come up on my scan. I only do stocks that are, I mean, I'm looking at it now, but I only do stocks that are over $20 a share and that are optionable. I don't even know if this is optionable or not. It is. Right now on higher time frames, it needs to break this 1907. Yeah. Super choppy. Why is it so choppy? I know nothing about QS, but just by the name QuantumScape, it sounds like some AI company that's speculative, and right now the clouds are closed. They need to break above this 1907 though, based like longer time frames. So these clouds will probably open up. Yeah, there's not a trade set up here that I like. Nothing that interests me. And again, it looks like a speculative company. I don't know. I mean, it could be something else, but I know nothing about them. All right. I'm going to close this down. I didn't see anything I like, unfortunately. Just kind of a waste of time. But with that said, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. Era's, if you're interested, I can give you my number. And then anytime like there's an issue with the 24-hour cluster chart stream. I mean, obviously, I'm not expecting you to watch it, constantly. But if you happen to be watching it and there's an issue, you can just DM me, and then that way I can fix it. But yeah. I mean, that goes for pretty much anybody else that, I trust. I don't mind giving out my number. Anyway, as always, everybody, much love, much respect. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying the cluster charts. Hopefully it's helping you out. And